Hey y'all, good morning. Happy Thursday. That's no weekend, guys. Are you guys well rested today? Are you ready? Are you all on your way to work or just chilling and in bed, able to work from bed, or getting ready for relaxing, getting ready for work later, or just getting ready to put on this full armor so you can decide what you're getting into today? Well, let's get the full armor on, shall we? I had a good night and a good night's rest. Should have opened right up to it. Gee. Okay, here we go. Finally, my brethren, I'm at Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that he may be able to withstand, no, be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and your feet shod with the preparation, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Amen. You guys say amen. So, guys, as we are coming to the end of the week here, I want to say that we should be also grateful to our ops, because had not it been for them, we would not have been as educated as we are on spiritual warfare, psychological warfare, um, how to put put boundaries in place that we need, or that we need to stiffen up on. And it's so many lessons that they taught us that we didn't learn in school. We learned about bullies. We learned about, I'm talking about outside of the classroom. We learned about uh, crushes. We learned how to dress, and we learned sort of our style, what we connect with the most, as far as, do we like our shirts buttoned all the way up? Do we like khakis? We like blue jeans? We like Jordans or Air Force Ones, or um, we have a great idea of our identity by the time we come out of high school. And as they say, get ready to prepare to go off for college, or go off to the army, or get ready for the workforce, or do the extended education in cosmetology, barber, or learn to braid, or whatever we decide we're going to do with our life. By that time, we're pretty sure of what we expect out the world, what our dreams are, what type of people we want to be, going into the world naively because we are we're not a part of the workforce yet, and our lessons are just the tip of the iceberg coming from school and everything. And at first, you can be very upset, you can be very hurt, and you can go through all the necessary changes. But if you're the kind of person who can take uh, you can take self observation and see where you might have attracted or um, you helped with the behavior, you didn't combat the behavior, or you seeing yourself going into certain situations and didn't take a minute, a pause to see what you could do better so that you don't return to those kind of situations, or uh, just to self observe, because we have education on every subject at the tip of our fingers. And if we slow down long enough to even ask a question um, in the phone, then you could get knowledge outside of spiritual affairs. And if you're too in a hurry with life to do that and want to put a band-aid on things as we do, or you just prefer to just uh, fantasize about the good times and say, okay, well, the good times override the bad times. And if you decide to just keep going in that direction, even though you see it's not um, bringing you up in the world, or it's causing delay in your own world, or you just feel lost. And sometimes um, we are um, products of our environment. But whenever you really, really want to change, you know, just like when you're in a bind, you seek God. And if you decide, even if you're not a spiritual person or whatever, you go the other different direction. You don't keep going in the same direction. So if we are the type of people who decide to, we don't want to stay stuck, because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. And we all have a chance to go forward and live our dreams. And it's really hard sometimes to put the past in the past, let it be the past. And sometimes it's hard to forgive and get over different things. That's why it's so important to, um, as everybody say, do the work. As I've said a million times, to, you know, to take time to reevaluate yourself, to make new decisions, to set boundaries in place, to get closer to God, to pray more often, to meditate more often, to or to start meditating, to uh, change your habits, your drinking habits, your smoking habits, your uh, using habits, your partying habits, your dating habits. And that's what they always say is doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of crazy. I saw, when I was in toxic relationships, I saw posts like, if you not crazy, I don't want you. Or um, if you not like this, I don't want you. Or then it'd be some crazy guy going off. And I guess the girl is, that's because she's attracted to bad boys or whatever. And but you don't even have to be attracted to bad boys in order to, end up with opposition, a narc, or you know, just someone who is falls out of love with you and decides to drag you or whatever. Um, but in all, it's your decision how it ends up, how their intentions end up, because what the enemy meant for evil, God can use for your good. And if you want it to end up just sort of seeing where things go with you and that person, which I highly value marriage. I think marriage is sacred, beautiful, and I think that you should, try to work on things. I think that if two people come together and they feel like they can make it in the world, take the world on, that's a beautiful thing. And I talk so much about people breaking up. I never talk about how much I really appreciate how how it was set up. That's how things were set up. That a man and a woman should be together. They should, have children. They should raise children together. That's how it was set up, and I think that's a beautiful thing. If you have it, you should cherish it. And so I want to say that about marriage, definitely. Um, Also, if you're the type of person who keep getting in relationships and you see that you are attracting the same type, having the same type of outcome, and you're not happy about that, and you're ready to change some things inside of you so that the things that you attract can be attracted different. I see a lot of very toxic women or toxic men who really want high value people in their lives. But to be honest, high value people wouldn't look at them twice, because it's like they can have anything they want. Why would they want somebody who only looking at them for what they have, or only looking at them based on a checklist? It's not about um, chemistry no more. It's not about, not knowing what a person have, because you taking care of yourself, they take care of themselves. But if y'all so happen to come together, it'd be nice if y'all could complement each other in the financial department. Um, where one might be stronger and one might be weaker, you know, or whatever. But the first part would be to be able to get along and coexist, and to be happy to see each other and make life more, be the icing on my cake, you know. Well, maybe that's not the best way to put it. Or like, you know, um, to make life sweeter, to be the sugar in my sweet tie. And I just think that if you really decide to, and it's not, it sound like all like la di da, just all you gotta do is decide is to, but this 3 years down the road that I'm talking, because I was in the bed, cover over my head. What time is it? Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Where's the rag? I'm on the other side talking about what is possible. So I already know the road it takes, the time it takes, the frustration, getting frustrated with yourself, getting frustrated with people, getting mad all over again. You see a movie and then you mad after the movie go off because you realize different things, and you just can't believe they did this to you. And then now you start finally heal, and here they come back around again, and you decide to put yourself back in the same situation again, because they realize now what you mean to them since y'all been apart, and you wanted. and so it's just another delay, and you fall back down the mountain, and then you have to start back, and God's giving you another chance, but he got to see that you're serious, and he already probably know you're not serious, so you got to do more work than usual just to show yourself approved, and then you feel like, okay, you're on the right track, and then he say, okay, do this, and you ain't ready to do this. Welcome in, and you're not ready to this to go further, and so therefore you get stuck right there, and you figure since you stuck right there anyway, you may as well be enjoying yourself, so you start all over, self-indulgent and different things, putting a band-aid on it because you realize you messed up. Okay, well, now you take up a different um state of mind, start blaming everybody, and you know it's a journey, and so I'm not taking anything away from that, but it's still your decision. It's still your decision to say, I want better. I want better for my life. Time is passing, it's flying. People are changing, things are changing so rapidly. If I can't have exactly what I want to start pressing towards it. I want to um, be a good example. I want to practice what I preach, even if I can't have everything I want along with it. I trust God's timing. I'm learning to trust. I'm learning. Decide to take the lessons, even though that's not what you probably need right now. And you like, well, yeah, I need money. I need this, but you don't realize as you are going along, and you just seem like you're just trying to press towards that. You start getting blessed with other things, and then it prompts you up for your next mile. And it's just like, how you are low on energy, and you be like, I'm gonna go ahead and go to work anyway, but and then so you get to work, and they be like, okay, well, you know, you only have to work 3 hours, but if you decide to stay, then we'll let you go ahead and make double time, and then all your tips is yours. You don't have to put it, you know, um, on the clock or anything, or share with anybody. That that gives you an extra boost. Well, let me drink me some sweet tea or something, 'cause get some sugar in me, because I need to prep up because I need that money. That's exactly what I need. So it gives you a second win. Let's say my little cousin Lexi, she is oh my gosh, she is in the junior Olympics. She just went to the junior Olympics. She's a runner, and she's fast, and she how when you're in school you run and you do the baton, and then they put the strongest runners in the back or whatever. Since she my little cousin, I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna say she the one in the back. And then, but all you can see is she the one who got to come up on the finish line, and she got her first win, and then she going, boom, 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 but she ain't running at her top speed. So though it might look like people is passing her, they take it all day, everything inside of them from the toes up. And then as the marker looks within reach and they do that last bend, now everybody else, they starting to fall short of win. But she just got her second win because guess what, baby? I wasn't running at full speed. I was jogging. Now it's time to run. Let's go. Let's get them. And she go full speed on them. And then she be sitting there with a fan when they finally come in. Oh, hey, what's up, y'all? She even done cooled off. They sweating up bricks. And she done cooled off. She laid back in the shade, got her Gatorade. Because sometimes you get your second win while you on the way. But if you never get on the way, then hey, then you just, stuck. And who wants to be stuck? Your ops, your ops felt like your ops had you so messed up that they pushed you into a different direction. They had it made. They had it made in the shade, drink the Gatorade. Be like, you would do more for them than you would do for anybody. You would go on a trip with them and you wouldn't even hardly go anywhere. All they would have to do is say, you know what? Things been rocky for the past year. I've been breadcrumbing you for the past year. And you've been hanging on, trying to show them that look, this is real love. I really love you. I'm not going nowhere. I don't want to give up on you like everybody else did. And so all they would have to do, that's how a lot of people got caught up on that last trip. Be like, we was making up and all of a sudden, but all they have to do is show some effort. But instead of getting better, they just like, okay, well, let me just take their energy and go and be finessing somebody else. And they don't realize that the more you all sleep and they come in, they looking all good and they taking all they good energy and they putting it in the streets or whatever. And the more quiet you stay and the more you watch it, the more fed up you getting. And it takes for you to get so tired with some people because you don't want people to be like, uh, they was right about your relationship. You don't want people to be like they was right about him or her. You don't want people to be like, I told you about that church. You don't want people to be so you you hang on. You don't want to go through the trouble of finding a whole new place. Your rent, you don't have no rent here. He paying all the bills. You drive the car when you want to. It's always full of gas. And, he's good to the kids at least. But then the kids, they get a bad impression of what a relationship should look like. And as they get older, you don't realize that that's what they start attracting in their life because that's what they feel love is. Like, well, if you ain't jealous of me, if you can't, show me some jealousy, I need to see that you care. He don't care. I told him I'm going out of town and with the girls, and he don't care. He like have a good time. I see you when you get back. When you get back, we gon' but he ain't say nothing about how he mad. He just always, you know, let me do what I want to do. Because, my dear, you have seen and gotten used to what toxic love look like, not what love look like. What your friends have experienced and what you can now put in the boat and say you have experienced or are experiencing. And some things they don't teach you in school. Some things they don't teach you in school. They don't teach you how good it is to have time to yourself and enjoy and learn what you like, what 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 meals, learn new recipes, learn how to make quiche in a couple different ways. In the meantime, becoming wifey material or husband material, the high value man that attracts a better class of woman, or that attracts a better class of man, or exactly what you want, or let God put in your life what you want because you've been deciding wrong, you've been choosing wrong, and you know getting happy and comfortable with keeping a clean house and enjoying cooking 3 meals a day. It's just like second nature. Be like, okay, breakfast is at 12, lunch is at 4, dinner is by 10 or 11. And, I know what I'm gonna make for breakfast. I know I'm gonna make some grits and some sausage and some eggs and some cinnamon toast. And for lunch, I'll make 'em some corn dogs and I mean, and potato chips and fruit snacks and oranges and a Capri Sun. And for dinner, I'll make some chicken wing dings. I'll fry some chicken wing dings with barbecue sauce with some broccoli and fries. And you have a menu like every day, you know what you're gonna make. You're like, I don't know what I'm gonna